Mind body. I want to talk about creativity and how important it is to an abundant life. For me, I think it's very important for my abundant life. Uh, you know, when we talk about the mind body abundance, it is living your best self and being the best version of yourself. And the theory and the practice behind it is that if your mindset is correct, you can go out and physically, inspire your body to be the best that it can be, through exercise and movement and energy work. And the result of it is that you have abundance in your life. And I think abundance is also intentional, because abundance isn't just a byproduct, it's a byproduct and intentional. And when you do those things of taking care of your mind, taking care of your body, the abundance will follow. And then there's also things that you can do to be consciously aware of abundance. And for me, part of that, a big part of that, is the creativity. So I think creativity is so important. And sometimes people just don't know where to start when it comes to creativity. And sometimes they get stuck. So I wanted to share a few things that I know have worked in the past. And before we jump into that, I have a quote. There's a great book if you're a creative. It's called The Creative Act: A Way of Being, and it's by Rick Rubin, the famous music producer. And if you have been following Facebook this weekend, yes, he worked on the Beastie Boys. So the Beastie Boys had their weekend of naming the Beastie Boys Square in New York City. I don't know which borough. I wish I did. It would be really cool if I could name that. But a quote out of his book is: "Art is choosing to do something skillfully, caring about the details, bringing all of yourself to make the finest work you can. It is beyond ego, vanity, and self glorification, or the need for approval." And the reason that resonates with me is one creative thing that I like to do is I like to paint. And I'm not a painter. No one's ever going to see any of these paintings. Um, but there's the creative act of pushing paint around a canvas. And I know that when I do that, I get into a meditative state, and that I'm connected with a different part of the universe than I am when I'm in my go mode, or other modes that I can get into. And I think that's a really important place for me to be, because um, my purpose, what I do is I create ideas, and I'm always thinking of things, and trying to uh, do things that haven't been done before. So to get into that space allows me to be creative. So earlier in this conversation, I talked about getting stuck. And when you're stuck, if you are a creative who is writing, if you're cooking, if you are a painter, if you're trying to create a social media post for your business, or you're trying to create something inspiring for your business, to get it out there, and you're stuck, one way to get out of it is to do something else. Distraction is a powerful creativity tool. And if you are trying to write and you're stuck, you have writer's block, go grab some paint, push paint around on a canvas. Even if you're as bad as me, it will open up different channels and a different connection to the creative part of the universe, if that makes sense. If you're a musician, grab a guitar, and that might help you create a social media ad. Um, and if you are just not that creative at all, and you don't paint or do music or any of that stuff, you might cook, or you might do something crafty, or you might make your room or your environment look good. Anytime you create beauty in space, whether it's music or arranging a room, pushing paint, or doing anything. You are creative and an artist. So um, I hope that you're not one of those self-talk people who says I'm not creative, but you have the most beautiful home in the world. Or you say you're not creative, but you create these beautiful meals every day. We're all creative. It's just a matter of accepting it and allowing ourselves to be free in that space. And that's where we can really have fun and have enjoyment and excitement. I love creativity. I'm going to go paint tonight. We have an art room that gets clogged with stuff. It's also the I don't know where to put it room. And so I want to do better at keeping it clean so that my daughter has her art space and that I have my art space, because that gives us a creative outlet to be connected with the universe, like I said 5 times before. But, anyways, that's all I got on creativity. And I want to tell you about one thing. That one thing is the Mind Body Abundance Success and Wellness Expo on October 7th. We'd love to have you there. Uh, Keep watching. And if you are a member of the Mind Body Abundance community, you have the opportunity to get in for free. And you're saying, how can I be a member of that community so I can get in for free? You can scan the QR code. That's what you can do. And then you have free access for the next 3 months. You can join our community, be a part of this growing community, and we're doing some fantastic things on our membership drive. So we have lots of new people signing up every day, and it would be great to see you there. Thank you so much. I hope that you are creative today. I hope that you can do something that inspires you and makes you feel good. And with that, create, connect, and make an impact.